Hey y'all. So this is my second year here, and once again I'm changed. And I want to say thank you to my kin that's sitting beside and behind me. So this is a poetic monologue that I read, and I sent it to Ciara. She told me it made her cry, so I'm gonna read it now.
True.
You're gonna fuck us up, huh?
It's the way you did to me.
Right.
I'm not gonna talk to you right now. The first time I waited for my father to be released from prison, I was 9 years old. It was the first time I realized a man was capable of lying to me with a grin. See, I never knew my dad. Actually, I never knew I didn't have a dad. My grandpa's hands always made me feel like I was deserving. I remember I was at my kindergarten prom dancing and laughing with my little friends, and then the father-daughter dance portion of the night happened. All of my friends grabbed their father's hearts, swung from them like it was nourishment, and there I stood in the middle of the room, looking like a half-loved child, and at that very moment, I realized that my family wasn't full. My mama finally let me talk to him on the phone when I got older. She never let me see him, though. Didn't want me in a room filled with people who use their hands in other ways besides loving. He would send me personalized gifts, write me letters, and say he loved me. I would laugh so hard you would have thought he was hallelujah. I should have known not to trust a man's love that can't look me in the eye. 3 months after my 9th birthday, my dad called me up. It was Sunday. Motown music playing in the background, Marvin Gaye's voice helping my mother's hips sway along to the sound of her broom. I rushed to the phone, accept the charges, and there's my dad. His voice is different today. He sounds like a fall leaf excited to hit the ground. He explains to me that he will be released tomorrow and that I should expect him next week. His throat blooms a symphony of rejoice while I stood in shock for what felt like a lifetime. I didn't know if I was what he expected at all. Maybe my hair was too wild. Maybe my body was too long. Maybe I wasn't enough fun for him. What would make him stay this time? When a man leaves you after you are born, no matter the relation, it makes you question whether you are worthy enough of his gaze. The day came. I washed my hair 4 times, changed my outfit twice, and practiced my perfect "and I'm all you ever imagined" smile in the mirror for days. My mother didn't speak much of this arrival. I saw in her eyes she was worried about my heart getting broken. I made a card that read, "Welcome home, Dad," out of construction paper and crayons. I sat in front of my door. I didn't want him to see how tall I had become. I wanted him to still see me as a little girl. Maybe if he saw me as a baby, he wouldn't feel like he missed much. I kept the FM AM radio playing on the Motown station the whole time. I waited and waited and waited. It was 7 hours after he was supposed to be sitting on my sofa. The sun was setting. The music station started playing recent music, and I had held back tears for 7 hours. I never knew someone could hold water in for that long. I tore up the sign and left it at the threshold, still hoping he'd find it. I walked towards the window, watched each snowflake fall from the sky. The tough March wind knocked the naked tree branches from their home, and at that moment I was that tree branch, knocked to the floor by an inevitable force. I cried myself to sleep on the cold windowsill, held myself from the cold like I had done so perfectly for years. I didn't care if my body turned blue, it matched my insides perfectly. I woke up the next morning, warm, laying on top of my mother's chest, exactly where she knew I'd end up. And just like that, I started to fear the truth, especially since I realized I couldn't spot a lie.